So in previous video we saw that this code will really not work, right? It looks really good, but it is not going to work because the conditions are evaluated eagerly, not lazily. What we want is conditions to be executed only when it is necessary. The way to do it is just use a functional interface. That's it. No change is needed, right? So the question is, which functional interface do we need to use? So there is a functional interface called as supplier. So let us look at it. So supplier interface accept object of type T. No, not accept, it just returns object of type T. That's it. So it can be used for some kind of supplier of result, right? If you know collectors, if you have seen the collectors, then let me give you an example. If you don't understand this, it is completely fine. Let us take this example. Array list of new. Okay, the first argument. Why does it say array list of new? See, it is casted into supplier of list T, right? So this is collector's first. In collector, whenever you get a mutable result container, it is supplier of some type T, right? That is array list of new. So you can do something like this. It supplies some kind of container, right? It can also supply some form of result. That's it. So let us come to this particular this thing list of these types, right? So let me just keep it as it is, this guy. I just comment it, okay, and see how this condition will change. Okay, so what we want to do it is we want to convert this thing to supplier. Okay, so let us take an example how to convert this thing into supplier. We just do like this. We make it functional interface call. That's it, right? Let us not worry about the errors that you are seeing right now. For sake of better simplicity, I'll just cut this thing out from here and put it over here, right? Tuple of, so this is supplier of a result, okay, supplier of a condition, and this will be supplier of a validation error. That's it. So how will your condition really change now? So now your condition will become something like this. Tuple 2, okay, this may get little confusing, but just go with me so you'll understand. And it will be like this. Okay, uh, the first type is, this is the first type, so it's a boolean. Okay, but it's a supplier, so this is boolean and this entire thing is supplier. Okay, so you will say supplier of a boolean. Okay, that's the first argument. Second argument is again supplier of list dot error data. Okay, so we say supplier of list of error data. That's it. There you go. You have one proper tuple that will be, so this condition will not be executed unless you go into this match method. Okay, so unless this t1 dot get, so I will come back to that, but the conditions are going to be evaluated in a lazy manner, not eager manner. So what we can do is, now we can have tuple of supplier of boolean and supplier of list. So how to change it? So let's just go ahead and make everything as a supplier. Okay, condition as well as the return type. Again, condition and the return type. That's it, nothing more than that. Okay, now how will we handle cases? So again, same thing, supplier of boolean and supplier of list dot array data. Okay, that's pretty much it, right? Now we have changed the signature of this guy, right? List of tuple t, from boolean we have changed to supplier of boolean, so we have to change case class also, right? So let's go to case class. So over here, list of tuple of boolean, so we have to change this also, supplier of boolean. Okay, another thing is our output type r is also supplier. So but that will not be only r, it will be supplier of r, right? Because it is going to supply you the result. Okay, like this. Okay, we'll copy this thing, paste it over here. Okay, so this is fine. Come over here, change this thing. Okay, now everything is fine. Now we just have to rewrite this guy over here, right? So tuple 2 of supplier of boolean and supplier of r. That's it. Right, so now if tuple 2 dot t1 dot get, it's a boolean, so now when you make a call to dot get, at that time the condition will be evaluated. Okay, if let's say transaction is equal to null, then I want to throw an exception with that error data. How do I do that? I just write throw new request validation exception tuple 2 dot t2 dot get. That's it. Of course, to string. Okay, so this is it. So this class is incredibly powerful right now, because you just have to provide the condition and you have to provide the response. Okay, there are no if conditions in your request validator. There is only one if condition. It is abstracted out, right? So what condition this will be, we do not know. It depends on the client. What error message it will be, again we do not know. It will depend on client. Error messages will only come into effect only when the error occurs, right? So this entire class is lazily implemented. Let us come back over here. Now let us see again this thing, right? Oh, I'm sorry, null, right? So let us do this transaction equal to null. So right now we are expecting this transaction to fail, of course fail with the error saying that no transaction. Okay, so let us try that. Run is Java application, proceed. Okay, so what did we get? Transaction request validator, this was the 18th line. Then case number 21, case line number 21, this one. And error data message not transaction not specified, error argument is transaction. So there you go. What we did is we implemented a validator using tuple, and it was a lazy evaluation.